Hello people, Randall J here with some coherent drivel. You know, I've been called a conspiracy theorist once or twice, and I resent that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. I like things that make sense. Try to be open-minded. Listen to the science of things. Listen to the try to figure out what really went on, what really happened, right? So I remember 9/11. Remember that? And I remember the first time I seen the buildings come down, I says, that's a demolition job. I mean, I said it right away. It was just, of course it was a demolition job. And then I think it was the Independent Film Channel. They had a bunch of documentaries on it, with a ton of evidence. The speed of gravity, when things fall, the building fell at like the speed of gravity, which would not happen if floors were bumping into each other. They'd have to break, boom, 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 right, on the way down, and that would slow it down. And there was a fire in the basement, remember that? Lasted like 2 or 3 months, and they couldn't put it out. And it was like liquid metal, molten metal. And that doesn't happen when buildings fall down. There's nothing to make molten metal. The only thing that could make molten metal that wouldn't go out would be a chemical reaction, which kind of happens when you use military-grade thermite. Yeah, huge chunk of evidence there. And then, do you remember, they had this recording, I don't know where they got it, and they're like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull Building 7. Yeah, go ahead, pull Building 7. And then, you can see the pictures of Building 7, which was like a little building next to the Twin Towers that fell perfectly. Perfect demolition job. And it didn't get hit by a plane, it didn't get hit by shit, right? So you should check that out. So there's just no question about it. Now, who knew about it? I don't know. Did Bush know about it? Did Cheney know about it? Did Cheney have a bunch of contracts in his cabinet, ready for Halliburton to sign after he got his, $60 million going away bonus when he quit Halliburton to be vice president? And then, Halliburton immediately got no bid contracts once we went into Iraq. I don't know. And is it, the Bush family and the bin Laden family were both owners in the Carlyle Group? The Carlyle Group, they were weapons manufacturers. Both families were in on that, as I recall. So, no, I mean, there's just no doubt about it. 9/11 was some sort of inside job. Who did it exactly? Nobody ever really investigated that, did they? And but there's definitely a real conspiracy, and the American people just don't know. Just like the Kennedy assassination. Those papers were supposed to be given to us like 30 years ago or something, 35 years ago. We were supposed to release the documents, and they didn't do it, which is against the law. The government's holding those papers against the law. That's one thing. If we vote for Kennedy, he's going to release those papers for sure. Well, that's why we need to vote for Kennedy. We'll find out. And then there's just so many, right? I could probably do a few of these. But, I have my own new conspiracy theory. I thought this one up all by myself, and so it might not make any sense at all. But you know how somebody blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, the Russians pipeline, because the Russians were supplying the oil and gas or whatever to Europe, right? Now think about it. Think if you were a real smart fucker from the United States, one of our oil companies and stuff, and you thought about this before the Ukrainian war started, and you thought, geez, that pipeline, boy, Russia's getting all that money selling that oil to Europe. You know, it's too bad we can't sell our oil to Europe. How could we do that? How could we get rid of that pipeline, you know, and sell our oil to Europe? Because that would be very profitable. And then they thought, oh, you know, we've been pushing this NATO thing into the Ukraine for a long time. Let me talk to my people. Let's push a little harder. You know, Putin's been upset about this for like 10 years. We keep pushing. What if we push a little harder? What if we get Putin, what if we flip his switch and get him to start to invade the Ukraine? Then we could get away with blowing up that pipeline. And then we can sell all of our oil to Europe and make trillions of dollars. How's that for an idea? Huh. Yeah. You know, let me talk to some people maybe. You think maybe some CEO was smart enough to figure that out? You think some of the super wealthy motherfuckers may have thought of that idea? I just made it up. It's just my own idea. But if you think about it, wow, that could happen. Like, I don't doubt that those evil billionaires are smart. Some of them are probably very sneaky, crafty, you know? So anyway, some conspiracies have a lot of truth to them. I mean, just like, remember, was it the Gulf of Tonkin, you know, turned out to be a lie, and that's how we got into the Vietnam War, you know, years later, whatever. Turned out, oh yeah, that was a lie, big lie, you know, just like George Bush and Cheney, you know, invade Iraq, you know, they have weapons of mass destruction, big lie, you know, big lie. But boy, the military-industrial complex sure made a lot of money. Halliburton, who Cheney used to work for, sure made a lot of money. You know? I mean, is it possible that these super giant billionaires are, like, just doing these things? Just, you know, like playing a game. Human life doesn't matter. We're overpopulated anyway. And they're just, you know, figuring out these little scenarios to make more money. It's possible. Entirely possible. So, that's all I'm going to say for today, for right now. And, you know, like, subscribe, share, and, you know, vote for Kennedy. I want to find out how the Kennedy assassination happened. And if we get Kennedy into office, he's going to release that right away, man. You know? Okay. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.